You know, I recently stumbled upon this book called The Awakened Heart. I'm not a Buddhist, but as a Stoic, I totally vibed with his idea of open awareness. He says when you wake up in the morning, first thing you see, you immediately label it, right? Good, bad, pleasant, unpleasant. But then he asks, what if you could just sit for a moment, just observe without labeling things? Just be aware of the awareness itself. When I read that, I thought of Marcus Aurelius in Meditations, talking about how the key to tranquility is to differentiate between what's in our control and what is not. And both of these ideas kind of got me thinking about our modern view of love, which, let's face it, is in desperate need of a reality check. I mean, we all get swept up in it, right? We watch romance movies, read those Nicholas Sparks novels. I don't mean to sound like a grumpy old man here, but somewhere along the way, we've started equating love with obsessive phone calls. Endless text messages being so consumed that all you can think about is the person you're with. And I ask you, is that love or addiction? Because here's the harsh truth, my friends. Most of us don't know what real love is. Sure, we recognize it in others, that deep affection, the mutual respect. But when it comes to experiencing it ourselves, well, let's just say we get a little confused. Now, I'm not a relationship guru, nor am I sitting here pretending to have all the answers. I'm just a guy who's done his fair share of stumbling in the dating world. But what I do have is the wisdom of the ancients, the Stoics, who've been navigating life's complexities for centuries. So let's dive in. First off, let's take a look at this quote from Epictetus, one of the great Stoics who lived around the same time as the philosopher Socrates. He had this to say: if you want to know what's truly yours, strip away everything that can be taken from you. A partner can leave, a body can fade, a reputation can vanish. But virtue, the way you live, the way you love, that's yours forever. And I ask you, what's really in your control? Is it the person you're attached to? Let me tell you, attachments can break. Is it their looks? Well, they can fade. Is it their status? That can be taken away in an instant. Then what is it? According to Epictetus, it's your character, your integrity, your way of life, your love. That's what's truly yours. So that's what you should focus on. Think about the times you've felt insecure in a relationship. Maybe it was a late text, a night out with friends, or maybe just a simple hello to a colleague. How did you handle it? Did you let it go? Did you trust? Or did you spiral into jealousy and accusations? I know I've been there, and it's not a pretty place to be. Jealousy, my friends, is nothing but fear masquerading as love. It's you clinging to what you have, fearing it might slip through your fingers. You see, true love doesn't need to be possessive, doesn't need to confine the other person. Why? Because it's based on trust, on respect, on the understanding that your partner, while deeply connected to you, is also an independent human being. Now, you might be thinking, but what if they cross that line? What if they cheat? Well, here's where Stoicism steps in. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is to focus on what you can control, not on external factors. You cannot control another person's behavior, but you can control your reaction to it. You can choose to walk away from a relationship that's not built on trust and respect. You can choose to heal and move forward. But holding on to someone who doesn't value your love, that's not love. That's self-destruction. Remember the words of Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher? He once said, "No man is free who has not first freed himself from his passions." That means you cannot love freely unless you free yourself from the shackles of obsessive need. Here's the hard truth. Most of us chase love in the wrong way. We demand it. We manipulate it. We make it conditional. And that, my friends, is not how you attract true love. True love isn't something you grab onto desperately. It's something you share openly. Now, that doesn't mean you become reckless or careless. It means you approach love with honesty, with respect, and above all, with trust. Speaking of honesty, did you know that? According to a recent survey, nearly 40% of Americans admit to cheating on their partners. And I ask you, why do they do it? Because their love wasn't rooted in honesty. It was rooted in selfish desire. They wanted more excitement, more passion. Now, as long as that hunger isn't satiated, their love will never be complete. But here's the problem with this insatiable desire. It leads to neediness, to clinginess, to a love that suffocates instead of one that sets your soul on fire. Imagine being in a relationship where every action, every text, every minute apart is a battle. You find yourself constantly texting, calling, needing constant reassurance. Where's the love? Buried under the rubble of neediness, my friends, true love doesn't suffocate. It breathes. It respects boundaries. It understands that sometimes distance is necessary, not because it weakens the bond, but because it allows each person to grow, to miss the other, to cherish the moments you spend together. And here's the beautiful part about this kind of love. It's not fragile. Oh no, it can withstand the test of time, the challenges of life. In fact, it grows stronger through them. Why? Because it's rooted in virtue, in shared values, in mutual respect. It's not a love held together by fragile threads of obsession. It's bound by the sturdy beams of honesty, trust, and mutual admiration. My friends, I know it's hard in this day and age to keep it real in relationships, what with all the social pressures, the unrealistic expectations we set for ourselves and our partners. But I urge you to pause, to think, to reflect on what you really want. Do you want a love that is anchored by shaky ground, or one that stands firm on the solid rock of virtue? The answer, I believe, lies within you. Deep down, you know what true love feels like, what it's supposed to be. Don't let societal pressures, cultural norms, or personal insecurities distort that vision. Marcus Aurelius, the last of the great Roman emperors, once wrote in Meditations, "Love the person who you are before you love anyone else." That's a powerful statement, isn't it? Love yourself first, not in an arrogant way, but in an honest, respectful way. Know your worth. Know your values. Know what you bring to the table, and more importantly, know what you won't tolerate. When you have a strong sense of self-love, when you're comfortable in your own skin, that's when you'll be able to give love in its purest form, freely, honestly, without fear. In a world that often feels chaotic, unpredictable, even cruel, having a love like this is a blessing, a sanctuary, shared haven where two souls connect, not by smothering each other, but by breathing together. My friends, that's what love is truly about. So the next time you find yourself caught in the whirlwind of love, take a moment to pause, to breathe, to think. Are you loving freely, or are you holding on to shaky grounds? Are you loving because you want to, or because you fear losing them? These are important questions. Questions that will determine whether your love story ends up as a tale of two souls intertwined or a tragedy of two hearts broken. Epictetus said that love is not demanding, it's not jealous, it's not fragile. True love is rooted in virtue. That's the virtue of honesty, of trust, of mutual respect. So ask yourself, are you living according to these virtues? And if not, what needs to change? As we wrap up today's discussion, I want to leave you with some words of wisdom from one of the most romantic poets of all time, Rumi. He once said, "Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there." What a profound thought, isn't it? Beyond our petty human judgments, beyond our societal labels of right and wrong, there's a vast field of love waiting for us. A love that's pure, unconditional, and full of acceptance. That's where true love resides. So my friends, I challenge you to step into that field. Embrace love in its purest form, freely, honestly, without fear. And if you're willing to embark on this journey, I invite you to join a growing community of Stoics who are doing the same. Together, we can navigate the complexities of love and life with greater understanding, with deeper compassion, and with a stronger sense of self. Remember, true love is not the absence of struggle, it's the presence of virtue. It's the daily choice to love each other despite life's challenges. It's the commitment to grow together, to learn together, and to face adversity together. So hold on to that. Nurture it, cherish it, and never stop believing in the transformative power of love. Thank you. And if you want more raw Stoic fire like this, subscribe. Because the world doesn't need more fragile love stories. It needs stronger souls who know what true love really is.